It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals under the lights on Thursday night.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On second down, here's Burrow. And Jones has it over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Burrow on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Brown is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Moss is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Khalil Shakir. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills nothing.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. 3rd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Allen going to throw. That is caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From midfield, here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
10 yards on
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Allen again. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And Knox is going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this down to the 36. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On play action, Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run for the first time with James Cook. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Allen. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Burrow will throw. They'll run the screen with Moss. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Hamler now on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen now looks to throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the 1st half.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Allen. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. A final shot before half for Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Let's ride. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard. Burrow now off the bootleg. Open man is Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals 1st down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers into formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in the block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 44-yard line. As the
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On second down, Burrow. Out loud, he finds his man. It's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chase Brown from 17 yards out. And the Bengals put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen finding Knox there, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Allen. He's got the connection downfield to Hamlin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Here's Allen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel from 10 yards out. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So Burrow and the Bengals down 17-14, 2:06 to play. They'll have 1 play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A big play looming on third down. Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
McPherson's kick is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Allen. That's caught by Shakir. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Throwing, Allen. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. This will be from 53 for the win. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So apparently the bank is open, and fortunate for them as it gives them a fourth-quarter lead.
And you talk about being fortunate. Fortune was definitely on their side there. I think 9 times out of 10, this ball hits the bar and comes right down. But he manages to put a little English on it, and he gets it to go.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Part was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.